Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turing presenting you with another challenging video that you should pay attention to because it's very important. And of course, it involves the First Lady. But before anything, just letting you know that I just finished a radio show with David Young from the UK. 2 hours that flew by. My gosh. I was channeling Draco with information that I could not even control myself. So this show is now being edited. It will be available pretty soon. Then I will give you the link like I always do with any of my shows. And then I give a very specific prediction, specific dates. So it's just a matter of time before you hear it. So now let's talk about something important here. We are talking, of course, about Melania Trump. She cancels plans to attend Tuesday a rally citing COVID recovery. Let me tell you, I don't know if you watched my latest video yesterday, but that was on the October the 19th. I already offered my warning about the First Lady's health. But I feel it's important for me to warn you again about her ability to fight COVID-19. Melania was born April 26, 1970. She's a very, very competitive lady. She's stimulated by Mars, Aries, okay? But she's also a very private, stubborn Taurus. Taurus was money, the bank, aesthetic, beauty. So having Venus, the ruler of Taurus, literally in the first house, is what depicts her extreme beauty and her magnetism. But like all Tauruses, she loves food, she loves home, and she doesn't like the public. She's very private and she hates politics. Now, of course, she has Saturn in Taurus. She always had a fear of not having enough money, and why not marrying the most powerful, wealthy person that she ever met, which led her to become the First Lady. So there is a lot of thanks, a lot of rewards, a lot of dignity involving this beautiful lady. But there is a few things that unless you're cosmic conscious, you will never know. And that's why you come to this YouTube video channel to learn things that you won't get anywhere else. Melania was born with the moon, which is home, family, and emotion, in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius was foreigners and foreign land. So when you have the moon, which is home, the nucleus of security in Sagittarius, as a rule, you will be forced to live on foreign grounds. Okay, Gemini or Sagittarius moon means you will live on foreign ground and you will be forced to master languages. I have the moon in Gemini. I'm from France. I live in the United States. So the problem with that moon in Sagittarius is that it is right on the dragon's tail of our president, and right on his seventh house. The seventh house is marriage, is the public, it's facing the public. And that depicts a lot of trouble at home. When the tail of the dragon receives the moon, oh, that's no good. It creates a lot of conflicts, a lot of problem at home. Or in her case, of course, the White House. So anything involving the White House, or building all the Christmas tree for the White House, she couldn't care that. She couldn't give a damn. She doesn't care. Sagittarius is not domestic. It's more about traveling. It's more about spirituality or maybe religion. All right. So this being said, she's not having a good time with the president because this astrological configuration, which means also associating with Trump, being married with Trump, share life with Trump, is constantly degenerating her. And that's taking a toll on her mental and physical well-being. And meantime, she has to produce and support her husband by projecting a good public life, a big public image of Trump. All right, but the problem that I have, and the worry that I have, is that looking at the stars, I can help to worry. That's why I warn you again, because she was born with Neptune. Neptune was poisoning, infectious organism. And Neptune resides in the 8th house of death. Okay, that's not good. That's not good, astrologically speaking. So this makes her very, very vulnerable to the virus. And she, so far, has not shown any sign of recovery. Okay, now, I know for sure she caught the disease in September during one of her personal negative cosmic biorhythm. Okay, yet she's rich, she's beautiful, she's wealthy, she's powerful, and like her husband, and 99.9% of the people in the world, she's not cosmic conscious. She has no clue. People are raised either religiously or scientifically. There is no room for souls teachers, cosmic conscious, gifted souls in our university and our colleges nowadays. All right, now, most importantly, Melania was born with a very, very, very fussy, picky, critical Virgo dragon's tail. That makes her extraordinarily vulnerable to anything that's not natural. And in the process, she may very well have resisted or refused to ingest anything experimental or any of the 8 drugs that saved Trump from dying from the virus and go back to work. As a rule, tail of the dragon in Virgo hates doctors, hate medicine. They're all into natural health, like my wife, Tirania. And she, actually, it's funny because every single day she ran after me with, a supplement and vitamin and dirty, smelly, shitty, disgusting oil, fish oil. So do I know about Virgo tail? Yeah, I have one living with me. So she's so sophisticated. She's so incredibly different than her bull in the China shop type of husband. She's so very different. And that's why the stars attract, different people. So what I'm doing now is called a comparison chart between 2 people. Of course, I ain't going to go through the detail because I know if I can go in exposing things that may better remain secret, because I don't want to bring the freaking FBI in my house again. All right, twice the suckers came. All right, so the fact of the matter is, my good friend, I'm very worried about her and her health. And this cannot be divulged, as I said earlier, to the public, because like her husband, she has to project strength to the public. She has to follow his image of power and strength and security. All we can do is to pray for a recovery and hope she'll listen to her doctors to avoid suffering any longer and kick the virus out of the system. But meantime, you can expect secrets about her health, and some, of course, to come around November the 1st or November the 10th. Just pay attention. That's not over with her. She's not in a good place, my good friend. And I hope she will beat a fear of doctors, a fear of chemical, and follow her doctor's advice. Let's pray for her, my good friends. All right, what else do we have? Pope endorses civil union law for same-sex couple. Adapt or die. This is what the reptilians affected religious matrix must do in order to survive, my good friend. For centuries, Christianity, under the direction of many popes, okay, millions of gypsies and gay people were jailed or burnt on the stake by the Church Inc., who has now, incidentally, canonized a few of her victims to add more supporters, of course, to the reptilian religious agenda. There's millions and trillions of gays and lesbians all over the planet. Why killing these people? Because some of them are Neptunian. Some of them, are religious. Okay? They don't have any critical thinking. They don't know better. They've been indoctrinated and they have money. So why not adapt? This is what The church does. And that's why the Bible, which used to be a book like this, is not like this, because it's been edited and re-edited a million times. And for your information, during the old days, to find out if you were a witch, they put you in a big bucket of water and they put their heavy Bible on your back. So if you didn't move or didn't sink with a 15 or 20 pound big book of junk on your back, then that means the devil was not in you. So your chance of survival was zero. Amazing the damage they did. So I wrote, intensively about the Pope. Religion are the product of those mentally virulent, deadly entities who could never survive again without religious fear, chaos, misinformation, and death. Indeed, man's religious folly has killed more human beings than all the wars, natural disaster, and viruses combined together. There are still curses in the world today, my good friends. That's where you are, okay? Again, there is much more to say about the Pope, about religion, and I wrote dozens and dozens of articles which have been deleted, but there is a few links if you want to learn a little bit more about what I see, like Pope Francis and astrology, UFO centuries of light, the power of love, Pope Francis, God and terror, Pope Francis, Italy, coronavirus and the reptilians, Pope Francis and UFOs, the Pope was the 10 Commandments, is Pope Francis the last Pope, can Pope Francis save the Vatican Corporation, Pope's Dark Night of the Soul and the Fate of the World. If you're interested in any of these articles, once you're done listening to me, go to the newsletter, click on the link, and then educate yourself. That's what it comes down to it. Knowledge is power. Education is beauty. And if you don't have education, or if you're ignorant, now you're asking for trouble, you're asking for evil, you're asking for the reptilians. Okay, I'm still waiting to go on George Norrie's show. Don't know what's going on, apart from that Mercury is retrograde, Mercury retrograde, you make a plan. Like the guys were supposed to be here today to finish the pool. They didn't come. They had some problems. So there is a lot of frustration going on now because you want to do something, you expect to have things done, you have plan, and everything is being screwed up and everything is being changed. The beauty about Mercury retrograde, of course, is that it allows you to digest a spirituality a little bit better, because that train is not going forward when we are so busy, we have no time to read, to do anything going forward. So think of coronavirus as a big, huge Mercury retrograde for the next couple of months that's going to force you to slow down, to reevaluate, to really think of the importance of voting, of what you want this country to be, and to follow your intuition, not to follow your emotion, and stay clear from any form of conspiracy, because conspiracy heads can only be influenced by the reptilians. So in my video from the UK today, on that radio show that I did today with David, we approached David Icke, we approached the reptilians, we approached astrology, made some predictions. The channeling was kind of extraordinary. And as I said, we'll give you the link when it comes out, and then you certainly will have fun. As always, show your support for Dr. Turing, okay? Share my work. You will always have those infected idiots. You're going to have 60 thumb up, and you're going to have one moron that is going to put your thumb down. Okay, to this sucker, to this idiot, to this infected religious soul, I said, go and watch my UFO movie on Amazon Prime. I made this movie for you, specifically for you, because you need to decontaminate yourself. You cannot be jealous, envious, insecure, and feed the dark force and lose your soul in the process, or force yourself to come back on this dense physical world because you didn't learn your karmic lessons of learning all about love, light, peace, happiness, integrity, joy, positivity. So, and if you have been visiting this New Year movie, which is doing fantastic, again, okay, show your support. Give me a few words of endorsement, give me some stars, and be ready for the next one, which I just got a call from the producers today. They said, Louis, you did so much better in this movie than the UFO movie that you did. So they're all really, really excited how far this Nostradamus Divine Astrology movie is going to go. So again, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what's going on. Okay, my good friends. What I want to do today, like always, okay? We're going to check the energy, see what the tarot has to say for the energy around you right here, right now. And today we are, again, the 20, well, I don't even know what date we are. Okay, so basically I'm looking at the stars here. And it seems to be, I've got to do something real fast here. It seems to be that the tarot should point out a very interesting energy. Remember, next weekend, Saturday, okay, Sunday, expect shocking news, earthquakes, UFOs, cosmic news, NASA, explosion, airplane crash. You're talking about the sudden release of energy that's going to cross the world this weekend. Okay. Again, if you're a VIP or if you are a loving, beautiful, fantastic supporter of Patreon, you get to know so much more if you become a VIP, because that's where we guide you. We tell you if the moon is up and down. We tell you where the moon is. Each time she changes sign, she affects your psyche. You heard of the word lunatic, moody, crabby, in time of a full moon, everything goes berserk. So you need to be prepared. So if you decide to take the kids to the lake or for a walk or go some places for business or pleasure or God knows what, if you're not cursed by coronavirus, watch the moon, watch her passage through the belt of the zodiac. In fact, your awareness, respect, understanding, and use of the moon fluctuations will become a major contribution for your success or your failure in this life. That's why we offer in the cosmic code. So scroll down, join. When you see the link, join the cosmic code, become a VIP. You have so much more to gain than just simple videos. And if you enjoy my video, imagine what you can get when you read it. And then if you are audible, no visual, you can't learn by watching me. You have to read. You're audible, now you have to read. You're visual, okay? All right, so let's see what the card says. Energy for today. Okay. There you go. We're going to pull this one here. Oh, Judgment. You see, these are a bunch of people that are coming out of the ground. A judgment has been passed. It's like it could be anything involving what we talked about today. Melania Trump, God, please help her to get rid of that nasty virus and the reptilian infestation. Remember, she's constantly degenerating because she's with a husband that does not vibrate at her cosmic speed. It's totally different than her. She married it because she's insecure. She's a woman. She wants money. She wants solidity. She wants security for her kids. Okay. And now she's paying a karma. She's not happy at all in the White House and with this man. That's the law. Okay, I don't care if you like president or if you don't, or Clinton or Obama. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I am an astrologer. Don't kill the messenger. Be smart for a change. All the one who give me the thumb down, those morons. Be smart for a change. Quit your emotional political response to President Trump. I'm an astrologer. Yeah, I deal with the stars. Yeah, I'm a soul doctor. Understand it. I'm not a politician. I'm not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am an astrologer. Will you ever get it? I have to entertain you at the same time. So, being serious now, there is a judgment that has been posed by the high forces. These people coming out of the ground represent you maybe starting a new job, an opportunity, or being led into a different world, or this fantastic spiritual cosmic journey with me. So you're coming from the dead, you're being born again. There is a judgment that has been passed, not only upon Melania or Trump re-election, but also on your own life. So this energy is coming from Draco, telling you that you're coming from the dead. Each time you come out of the ground, it's like when you start a new life, because there is no life or death. There is life and death, and there is no death. There's always a continuation You close your eyes, they open somewhere else almost immediately. Then in time and space, when you have so much power, you go back home to God, to you, be made in the image of God, remember? Then you are able to perceive things that are not perceivable in this dense physical world. There is no beginning, there is no end. There is always life. And then there is the positive and the negative. Up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, the yin and yang, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 sides of the brain, the ETs, the reptilians, and the draconis, constantly bombarding you to be a nice, productive, loving, interesting, educated, beautiful person. Okay? Gold, the sun, light, draconis, all the reptilians, that nastiness, that aggressivity, that ugliness, that enviousness, jealousy, that energy that makes you happy just to destroy anything that is beautiful, like spitting on my Corvette, okay, or throwing cigarette butt on my leather seat. How can you attract a Corvette if you spit in it, idiot? Understand the power of your subconscious. Put your hand on my book, Beyond the Secret. Amazon critic says when you open this book, you won't be able to close it. There is so much information in a 600-page book involving the power of creation, the power of the superconscious in time and space that can lead you to create your reality as you want, not because the reptilians want you to be nasty and negative, and you're going to give me the thumb down, and you're going to hate me, and you ain't going to get nothing because you are not going with the laws. Be positive. It's as simple as that. It's easy, it's beautiful, it's rewarding, it's everything that involves the draconis. Give it a shot. Just try it. Okay? Works for me. It's got to work for you. Period. All right, my good friend. Make it a beautiful day, and we talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Let's pray for our First Lady. Bye-bye.